Contracts. Let's be real, they're the absolute backbone of business, right? Every single partnership, every sale, every agreement, it's all defined by a contract. But they're also a massive bottleneck. You know the drill. Endless pages, that tiny font, the constant back and forth. It's slow, it's super expensive, and honestly, it's holding business back. Well, that is all about to change, and I mean dramatically.
Okay, let's just frame this up. On one side, you've got the old way of doing things. Weeks, sometimes months of manual review. The legal bills just pile up, and you're always running the risk that a tired human eye is going to miss one critical detail. But on the other side, that's the new reality. That's AI-enhanced review. What used to take weeks now literally takes minutes. Costs get slashed, and accuracy, it gets a huge boost. This is the showdown that's happening in every legal department right now. So before we get to the shiny new solution, let's really sit with the problem for a second. We're talking about that manual process that, let's face it, almost every professional has felt the pain of. It is a system that has been crying out for an upgrade for a long, long time. So just how big is this opportunity for an upgrade? Well, a recent Goldman Sachs report put a number on it, and it's a pretty staggering one, 44%. That's the slice of all legal tasks that economists figure can be automated by AI. Just think about that for a second. Nearly half of all the repetitive, time-consuming work in the legal world is totally ripe for transformation. And look, this isn't just about being an inconvenience or an annoyance. This has a real, tangible financial impact. Study after study shows that inefficient contracting leads directly to businesses losing money, which should be a function that helps you grow, becomes this major hurdle that slows everything down, from closing a big deal to launching a new product. So fixing this isn't just about efficiency. It's about unlocking serious value. So what's the fix? This is where we need to be crystal clear. We are not talking about replacing lawyers with robots. No way. We're talking about giving them a superpowered assistant, a legal co-pilot, if you will, that handles all the grunt work so they can focus on the stuff that really matters.
So, when we say AI for legal contracts, what are we actually talking about? Well, it's pretty simple. It's just using artificial intelligence to help with the entire life cycle of a legal document. We're talking from its very birth during creation, through all the analysis and negotiation, all the way to how it's managed and tracked over time. It's really an end-to-end assistant. Now, this isn't some far-off futuristic tech. Not at all. These are real tools being used by top law firms and corporate legal departments today. You've got platforms like Harvey and Spellbook, which are built specifically for legal work, and then you have these incredibly powerful large language models like ChatGPT and Claude that are also being trained up for these super specialized tasks.
All right, so let's get practical. How does this legal co-pilot actually change the day-to-day grind? We're going to break it down and look at the three core areas: drafting, reviewing, and managing contracts in this new AI-powered world. Okay, picture this new workflow in action. It all starts with the AI generating that first draft. Then it acts like a second, tireless set of eyes, reviewing the whole thing for risks and inconsistencies. Next up, it can instantly compare different versions to track every single change. No more track changes nightmares. And finally, even after the contract is signed, it helps manage key dates and obligations. It's a complete system from start to finish. Let's kick things off with the drafting phase. I mean, just think about all the standardized high-volume contracts a business churns through. Things like NDAs, standard service agreements, property leases. These are absolutely perfect for AI, which can spit out an accurate, compliant first draft in moments, not hours. And then comes the review stage, and this is where AI's power really, really shines. We are way beyond a simple spell check here. It's flagging potential risks, it's identifying if a critical clause is totally missing, it's spotting ambiguous language that could cause trouble later, and it's checking the whole document against compliance checklists. It is a tireless, eagle-eyed analyst. But, and this is a really big but, like any powerful tool, you have to know its limitations. AI is not magic, and it is not infallible. And that's why we have to talk about the risks and the ethical guardrails you need to use it responsibly. That human expert in the loop, they aren't just important, they are absolutely essential. Which, of course, brings us to the big multi-million-dollar question that pretty much everyone is asking. Can this technology actually truly take over the entire job of a lawyer when it comes to creating a legal contract? And the answer from both legal and tech experts is a very clear and resounding no.
An AI just doesn't understand the unique context of a client's business. It doesn't know the subtle nuances of a specific industry or a particular jurisdiction, and it certainly can't guarantee legal validity. That final sign-off, that strategic oversight, that still requires a human brain.
So it's so important to get these specific risks. AI models can hallucinate, and that's a nice way of saying they can just confidently make stuff up, creating false information. Their outputs might be based on old, outdated laws. There are massive data privacy and confidentiality concerns. And, maybe the biggest risk of all is just simple over-reliance, blindly trusting the output without getting that crucial expert human validation. So if it's not about replacement, then what is the long-term impact? Well, what we're seeing is a fundamental reshaping of the entire legal profession. AI isn't just changing tasks, it's creating entirely new career paths and brand new opportunities for people who are ready to adapt. And this isn't theoretical. This is already happening. I mean, just look at some of these job titles. 10 years ago, many of them just didn't exist. A legal operations specialist who uses tech to optimize workflows. An AI-augmented paralegal who can now handle a massive caseload. A law firm innovation manager. These are brand new roles that fuse deep legal expertise with sharp technological skill.
There's a quote from a Coursera course on this exact topic that I think just sums it up perfectly. The whole goal is to focus on higher-level strategic work. That's the real promise of AI in the legal world. It automates all the repetitive stuff, freeing up these brilliant human minds to be more strategic, more creative, and ultimately to provide way more value to their clients.
Which leaves us with this one final thought. For the legal profession, is artificial intelligence this big, disruptive threat that everyone should be afraid of? Or is it the ultimate co-pilot, the one tool that will finally unlock a smarter, faster, and more efficient future for an entire industry built on contracts? The answer, it seems, is really all in how we choose to use it.